everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Manda from Manda the Biblio, and today I'm starting out my weekly update, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. It's kind of a vlog, but not really. So this is mostly going to be focused on my chaotic guide. So every month I've been posting in the Discord, which will be linked down below. It's a Discord that I have with one of my good friends, Donna from Donna Marie Reads. She'll be linked down below as well. We have a Discord together, and every month I share a guide. It's a list of 20 prompts. There's 2 of them. One's for audiobooks, one's for physical and ebooks, and you just roll a dice and it picks from your TBR. It helps you choose what to read next. I did my first rolls for the month and they hated me, truly. So we'll go over the physical book first because that's less overwhelming. I ended up rolling a 15, which is my most recently borrowed, and my most recently borrowed was actually the ebook of New Moon, which I'm working on. There's progress being made. I didn't want to read this first. I wanted to finish this last month, but you know how that goes. So this I didn't want to read first, but fate told me to finish it, so this is what we're working on first. I started at page 252. That's where I started the month, and now I'm on 323. So far I'm making good progress. I actually got a lot of physical reading done, which is awesome. But this is my first physical read. I will update you guys when I finish it for my next roll. I did like 15 rolls. There's a mix between activity prompts and reading prompts on this. So my very first roll for audiobooks was a 7. And for that, it's to listen while doing something you want to do. So I'm going to be listening while I either crochet or maybe play Animal Crossing. I'll probably play Animal Crossing and listen after this. But that was my first roll. I still don't have a book. So I rolled again and I got a 1. And for that, it's to do something I've been putting off. And for that, I'm going to be catching up on doing dishes and or making bread. I do plan on doing both. So I need to make bread tomorrow. I think I'm going to do like a garlic cheesy bread and then just a regular loaf of white bread. I have to do that tomorrow anyway. I rolled again and I got an 8, which was a read with an activity prompt. I chose that I'm going to declutter something. So I'm going to be decluttering a cabinet in my kitchen. So then finally, I rolled a 12, which for that, it's to read the book that's returning the soonest to the library. And for that, I got The Gingerbread Bakery, and I'm 21% through that already, and I'm really enjoying it, so not mad about the pick. I just wanted to kind of pop in here, let you know what I'm reading, where I am, how it's going. I'll try to keep up with this little vlog update thing so that I can post it. We'll see how it goes. So you guys will hopefully see me again in just a second. I'm gonna go play some Animal Crossing, do my dailies, and read for a little bit before this baby wakes up. Hey everyone, I'm checking in. It is the 5th now, and I haven't checked in yet. I've done a bit, not a lot. So for the chaotic guide, I was listening to The Gingerbread Bakery while I played some Genshin. I did do something that I was putting off. I ended up finally making bread. As for the readathon activity prompt, I did end up decluttering something. I decluttered the kitchen cabinet that I was planning on decluttering, which I didn't even really get rid of anything. I might get rid of one thing, we'll see. I should probably declutter my desk, it's a mess back there. Then the actual book prompt that I got, which was a 12 to read the book that returns the soonest, and that was The Gingerbread Bakery. I did end up finishing that. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really liked the couple that was in it. I liked their relationship and seeing it grow. Just had a really good time with that book, and I'm glad that I ended up finally getting to it. Caught up on the series now until the next one comes out next year. But that book also went towards Sufferathon, which I had rolled a 6, which landed me on protection. I'm a cannibal, so I'm using the cannibal board. So my first roll was protection, and I did use the Gingerbread Bakery because during the spicy scenes they did end up using protection and made sure to mention it, which is always nice to see. But then I rolled again for my audiobook and I ended up rolling a 15, which is my most recently borrowed. And I was going to read The Spirit Bares Its Teeth, but I'm buddy reading that, so I was going to reach out to the person I'm buddy reading it with. And before I could do that, The Hero of Ages came in by Brandon Sanderson, and so now I'm reading that. I will say I have made progress on New Moon. Surprisingly, I've made quite a bit of progress and I have a lot of tabs. So I'm currently on page 401. I'm having a great time raging about these characters and the choices that they're making. I really dislike Bella in this book, which is not surprising because she's stressful. I'm making progress in this. I will not be working on it today, and I will explain why in a bit. But that is still going for my physical / ebook read. Now let's get into Sufferathon a little bit and talk about that mess. So like I said, my first roll was a 6, which landed me on protection. I used Gingerbread Bakery for that one. I rolled again and I got a 2, which put me on pole pick, which I can't read right now because I'm using my read-a-thin pole, which was Bro and the Beast, and I can't read that until I finish New Moon. But the other tasks that cause more chaos. The first one was Parasitic. I have not read the book for that yet. I'm going to be reading probably the next volume of Parasite, despite it not being on my TBR. So the next prompt came out this morning, and for that it was to roll a d6 to determine the length of time that you have to read for. So if you roll a 2, you have to read for 2 hours. Roll a 6, you have to read for 6 hours. If you roll a 3, you have to add a book that takes place on or is about an island. Now, I decided to cause a little chaos over in the Discord, and I have to do that every day now. So that's gonna be interesting. But I ended up rolling a 1, which does not help with me trying to get through Hero of Ages and New Moon, because rolling a 1, I'm not gonna really get through anything. Right now, my page count that I need to get through, or that I need to read each day to finish all of the books that I planned on reading, which I know I won't. It's not doable for me. But to do that, I need to read over 400 pages a day, which, like I said, is not happening. I don't read that much a day. Even if I tried, I wouldn't be able to read that much a day. So alas, that's not happening. Plus me adding in Parasite, I have not put it on my spreadsheet that counts that. So yeah, things are gonna be interesting. But for my hour for today, I'm going to attempt to read a manga to kind of boost that page count. I'm trying to decide if I want to read Fruits Basket or if I want to read Frieren or Ancient Magus's Bride. I might read Ancient Magus's Bride just because that one is also part of my series. So if I read that, then that'll be kind of knocked out of the way and let me 2 things down. We'll see what I end up choosing. I will update you as soon as I can. Finding time to update has been interesting. My oldest is sick, my middle child is body draining, and the youngest is teething. So we're just a whole mess in this house right now. But because I could only read for an hour today, I will be doing a lot of content creation, which is going to be nice. That's necessary. And hopefully a lot of cleaning, because that's also necessary. But anyway, here's my update. Not much has been done. We've updated. Now I'm going to go do something. I think I need to edit a video. I had a list that I sent Donna of everything I was doing in the order that I was doing it. So I think the next thing is going to be editing my Phase 10 TBR game so that can go out today. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next check-in. Hey everyone, I just wanted to close out this reading vlog, and honestly right now is the only time that I really can do it, and I'm stuck in bed under a baby, but I really wanted to close out this vlog and go over the rest of the stuff that I read because I haven't filmed a clip in a while. I don't know if I talked about it, but I did finish volume 5 of Freerin. I did enjoy that. I know I talked about the Gingerbread Bakery. The next book that I had finished was New Moon. Finally, this book took me ages to get through. It's finally done. I'm so glad that it is. This book, like I said, just took me forever to get through. This book's done. I ended up giving it 2.5, I think. It's not good. Okay, it's not good. Rolled my eyes a lot. I just despise Bella with a passion, especially after this book. It's not a good book, but I had a fun time reading it. Then the next book that I finished after that was Hero of Ages, and I think I gave this one 4 stars, and it was a good book. Like, there wasn't anything inherently wrong with it. I had a good time. It's just not a favorite, which makes me sad because I want to enjoy Sanderson, but it wasn't a favorite. I did enjoy it though, and now the first trilogy of Mistborn is complete. The next book that I finished was Bro and the Beast, and that was a journey. That one was interesting. It's a really, really short, super funny Omegaverse book. It follows this guy who ends up getting into a car accident, which it sends him inside of his brother's Omegaverse book, and he ends up becoming the main character of that story. So, chaos. I would not say that it was necessarily a good book, but it was a whole lot of fun. I had the best time reading it. I think it was an interesting introduction to Omegaverse. Because he was getting sent into an Omegaverse book, there was a lot of stuff that was discussed and like explained a little bit, like different important aspects that make a book an Omegaverse book. So I think it was an interesting introduction. It was a super quick read. If it weren't for the fact that with Sufferathon and me being me, I have to roll every day to figure out how long I read for, and it just so happened that the day that I would have finished this book, I rolled a number and I ended up, I don't remember which number it was. I ended up having to stop reading with like 20 minutes left. Not even, probably. That was frustrating. But it's done now. I had a good time. I think I rated it like a 3 or a 4. I might have rated it a 4 because I did have a good time. The last book that I finished this week was The Prince and the Dressmaker. And this one I didn't know anything going into it. I knew that a lot of people really enjoyed it. I know that it explored things. I didn't know exactly what. And I am so glad that I went into it not really knowing. I don't think it would have changed my experience very much if I did know, but it was really interesting going in and kind of being in like the mystery of what was going on that the main character was going through right at the beginning, because she didn't know what was going on until like she got to the prince's house and interacted with him. I think that this book was really fun. It was a really quick read. It was a really good read. The ending made me want to cry a little bit. It was cute. It's fun. It'd be good for young readers. But that's what I ended up reading this week. I'm sorry if this clip was a mess. Like I said, I am stuck with a baby in my lap. I don't want to lay her down right now because I'm afraid she'll wake up, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. But I'm gonna go because I need to film the clip for starting this week's vlog because it's Monday night and I need to get it filmed so I can get this video edited, whatever. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more, make sure to subscribe, like this video, comment down below with what you read this past week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!